Welcome to the Nutty Real Estate Professor. My name is Rick Suarez, and I created this site to empower students in their journey towards obtaining the real estate license. Whether it's the sales license or the broker's license, my comprehensive tutoring will help you excel in your studies. Don't forget to show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to this site. Together, we will make your real estate dreams a reality. Let's get started. So today we're going to learn net commissions and also how to work commissions. So the first math problem we have on the board is a net commission problem. This happens when you walk into a seller and the seller says, hey, I don't care how much my closing costs are. I don't care what your commission is. What I want is X amount of money walking out the door. So you kind of have to work everything backwards. And the way to do it is as following. Let's first read the math problem and then let's work it out together. It says a homeowner wants to sell her house for a minimum of $400,000. If the closing costs are expected to be $5,000 and the real estate agent charges a 7% commission, what should be the sales price? Now, that's the sales price. That's the lowest you can go, so he can or she can walk out with a $400,000 payday. So let's look at this like this. We have 400,000 and we estimated that the closing cost is 5. Now, in the real world, you're going to have to estimate the closing cost, right? Now, good thing in net commission, it's not something that happens regularly, but knowing how to do closing costs is a part of this business, so you're going to have to learn it. Now, in your tests for the state, they're going to give it to you, so you have nothing to worry about. So now we're looking at 405 in expenses. At this point, this represents 100%, but we are charging a 7% commission. So we subtract 7% commission, we're left with 93%. And then the only thing that's left is to divide 405 by 93%. And when you do that, you get a sales price of 435. 483.87. This is the minimum amount that he can sell, or the agent, she could sell the house in order for the seller to walk away with a check that says 400,000, because that's usually what a net commission is. I want my checks to say X. Now, should that be the listed price? No, of course not. The listed price should be higher, right? So because one thing you're going to learn in this business is negotiations happen all the time. And if you list it at 435, well, that's an odd number to list to begin with. But let's say you do, you got to stay firm, right? Because when you work it backwards, you have no room to go. Now, most agents, when they get here, 405, they get nervous and they multiply it times 7%. So what's going to happen there, you're going to get the wrong answer, right? And guess what? Where you're going to see A, B, C, and D, where D is the correct answer, then you're going to have one of the other ones with multiplication of the 7%. So let's take a look at that real quick, just so you can see how far you're going to be off. So the commission is $28,350, and then if you add 405, then you have, now it's close, but it's not the answer. You're going to have 433,350. You see, that answer will also be there because they're going to bet that you're not going to remember, and you're going to multiply instead of divide. You have to divide. You got to take whatever the commission is, subtract from 100, whatever you have, you divide, and you end up there. And that is net commission. Let me show it to you clean so you could understand it better. There it is right there. Here is the 400,000, which the seller says, I want my check to say 400,000, right? You add the 5,000, it's 405. You get 405, you divide by 93, which is 100% minus 7%, and you end up with 435, 483.87. The next math problem we're going to look at is an actual commission question, right? This one here is going to be a commission, right? This is a commission. So this is one that you want to pay close attention to, obviously, because this is what you're going to be looking at down the road. So a house was listed for $400,000. Now it says it was sold for 93% of that. So we're going to multiply that times 93. So 400 times 93%. So the house sold for $372,000. And then it says the commission was 5%. Okay, so 5% commission. So times 5%, it is 18,600. And it says the commissions was split equally between the brokerage. That means there was 2 brokers, so we're going to divide it by 2. So we're going to divide that by 2, and you're going to end up with 9,300. So let's continue reading. So now we're here. If the selling agent split is 75, what is the broker's share? Now, keep this in mind. What else is going to be there? 75% will be a part of your answer. So you don't need to multiply it times 75, or you don't need to multiply times 75 and then subtract. Might as well just multiply times 25, because that is the question that's being asked. So times 25%, that means the broker is going to get 2,325. And that could be answer B. You could have answer A, you could have C and D, and I promise you, just like the other math, all the math problems, that they will also bet that you are going to give them 69.75 as your answer. This would be 75%, and this will be wrong, right? This is the correct one, right? Because you see this at 75, and you immediately is going to think, oh, they want the agent's commission. That's not the case. What they want is the broker's commission. Take your time and read the questions. Guys, you have so much time. You'll be able to get it done. Don't rush yourself. Now, in the broker's test, the math is not at the end. When you did the agent's test, the math, you had 10 math problems at the very end. So in other words, 91 to 100 with math. The brokers is spread out, right? It's spread out completely. So you got to keep an eye out for that. Let me show it to you clean so you can understand it better. So here we have the price it was listed at, and it sold for 93%. Here's 372,000. Then you take 372,000, you multiply times 5% is 18,600. 18,600 divided by 2 is 9,300. And of course, look, this is the broker's share. The broker made 23.25. Thank you for watching my videos. To access additional information and resources, kindly click the link below provided in the description. I offer study guides to help you pass the state test. In addition, I wrote a book and I created a course that shows you the very basics of this business and how to get started. Both being offered at this current time at half price with a coupon below. Good luck and may you achieve great things in your real estate business. Until next time. Thank you.